Jubilees Chapter 9. And Ham divided among his sons, and the first portion came out for Cush toward the east, and to the west of him for Mizraim, and to the west of him for Put, and to the west of him, and to the west thereof on the sea for Canaan. And Shem also divided among his sons, and the first portion came out for Elam and his sons, to the east of the river Tigris, until it approaches the east, the whole of India, and on the Red Sea on its coast, and the waters of Dedan, and all the mountains of Mibri and Elah, and all the land of Susan, and all that is on the side of Pharnac, to the Red Sea, and the river Tina. And for Asher came out the second portion, all the land of Asher, and Nineveh, and Shinar, and to the border of India, and it ascends and skirts the river. And for Arphaxad came out the third portion, all the land of the region of the Chaldees, to the east of the Euphrates, bordering on the Red Sea, and all the waters of the desert, close to the tongue of the sea, which looks toward Egypt, all the land of Lebanon, and Sinir, and Ammana, to the border of the Euphrates. And for Aram there came out the fourth portion, all the land of Mesopotamia, between the Tigris and the Euphrates, to the north of the Chaldees, to the border of the mountains of Asher, and the land of Arara. And there came out for Lud the fifth portion, the mountains of Asher, and all pertaining to them, until it reaches the great sea, and until it reaches the east of his border, Asher. And Japheth also divided the land of his inheritance among his sons. And the first portion came out for Gomer, to the east, from the north side to the river Tina. And in the north there came out for Magog all the inner portions of the north, until it reaches to the sea of Meot. And for Madai came out as his portion, that he should possess for the west of his two brothers, to the islands and to the coast of the islands. And for Javan came out the fourth portion, every island and the islands which are toward the border of Lud. And for Tubal there came out the fifth portion, in the midst of the tongue which approaches toward the border of the portion of Lud, to the second tongue, to the region beyond the second tongue, to the third tongue. And for Meshach came out the sixth portion, all the region beyond the third tongue, until it approaches the east of Gadir. And for Tyrus there came out the seventh portion, 4 great islands in the midst of the sea, which each of the portion of Ham and the islands of Kamaturi came out by lot for the sons of Arphaxad as his inheritance. And thus the sons of Noah divided to their sons in the presence of their father Noah, and he bound them all by an oath, invoking a curse on everyone that sought to seize the portion which had not fallen to him by his lot. And they all said, so be it, for themselves and their sons forever, throughout their generations, until the day of judgment, on which the Lord God will judge them with the sword and with fire, for all the unclean wickedness of their errors, with which they have filled the earth with transgression and uncleanness and fornication and sin.